Lalita Sahasranama is not just a chant or stotram. See, if you want to achieve, if you want to have a sadhana in this path, then learn it. When you recite the Nama, you become that Nama. She will show you the way because she is the way. Om Ghananantva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavin Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvan Notibasida Sadhanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Matre Namaha. Dear viewers, thank you for your kind support and you've been following my videos on YouTube. Continue to follow because I love to share with you so many details about Lalita Sahasranama. So in my previous video, I have shared with you that how Lalita Sahasranama should be chanted in a proper way. I've been receiving many responses from people like, what if we chant some places wrong? What will happen to us? Will Devi punish us? And there are so many other questions like, can we eat non-vegetarian food and chant Lalita Sahasranama? And is it a must that we should chant Lalita Sahasranama every day? Can we just chant one or two verses? Like this, people have been posting many questions, and in the next two videos, I'm going to explain the answer for all these questions. And also, is Sri Vidya Diksha necessary to chant Lalita Sahasranama? So let us take one by one. Should we chant with proper pronunciation or not? What if we go wrong somewhere? Will Devi punish us or not? So this is the question. Devi will never punish you. She is Abhyaja Karunamurti. She is the Divine Mother. So she knows the cry of her children, right? But the Sanskrit aksharas have the powers to create and connect you with the divine. You understand? So this is the reason why we say learn it and chant perfectly. What if we simply hear it and not chant it at all? Yes, that will also give you a result, but the most powerful way of doing it is learning it properly and chanting it properly. See, if you want to achieve, if you want to have a sadhana in this path, then learn it. That is your decision, right? So you have to decide whether you want to achieve something. You have to know that, like, do you want to connect with Devi? Do you want to experience her presence in your life? Do you want to manifest? Then learn it. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, like each of us have a slang, right? So say in Tamil Nadu, people will have a slang. North Indian slang will be different. Kerala slang will be different. And if a Westerner chants, the different slang will be there. So that is immaterial. Is it clear to you? That is accepted. Even my slang is different. Fine. But the aksharas need to be clear. I tell you why. The Lalita Sahasranama was rendered by Vagdevis. So we have to know who are Vagdevis. Now let's try to understand who are Vagdevis. See, when we do the worship of Sri Chakram, the central bindu is where Devi resides along with Shiva. Now, the Shiva Shakti energy is manifested. It goes into the first triangle. So, the first triangle is Mahakameshwari, Mahavajreshwari, and Mahabhagmalini. And on the sides, we worship the Titi Nitya Devis. So, there is the manifestation happening by the union of Shiva and Shakti, and that manifestation first manifests as Icha Jnana Kriya Shakti, and it manifests as time. Okay, so the Titi Nitya, Kalam. Then comes the power of creation in the form of aksharas, and therefore you have the 8 triangles. So in the 8 triangles are worshipped the Vagdevis. So the Vagdevis start from Vashini, Kameshwari, Modini, Vimala, Aruna, Jaini, Sarveshwari, Kaulini. Now, what do they signify? I just want to touch it. Why I am insisting that you do the Lalita Sahasranama with Akshara Shuddham. Now, say Bashini holds the potency of the vowels of Sanskritam. So, you know, all the vowels. So, she is the manifesting power. Actually, she is Lalita's Anga Devata. So, she manifests as the 16 vowels. And likewise, so Kameshwari, the Ka series, Kaka, Gaga, Nya. So, likewise, all the 8 Vagdevis manifest the powers of the Aksharas. And in Lalita Sahasranama, you will find all these Vagdevis manifestation in a very beautiful way, that they are manifesting those Aksharas in a very, very, very powerful way. Therefore, Lalita Sahasranama is not just a chant or stotram. Is it clear to you? So every syllable has the potency. Every word has a potency. See, if you keep following my videos, you would have known even the simple factor like Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, I have given their meaning for this. You see my 9 videos on Navratri. So the Champaka, why they should particularly use that word, Champaka. Ashoka. See, Ashoka, the remover of Shoka. So it's not simply the Ashoka flower or a Chapa flower. So every syllable has a, the meaning there in Lalita Sahasranama. Therefore, I request you to learn it and chant it and then see the powers instead of simply taking it. And other thing is here, you will be able to chant it better if you understand the meanings to a certain extent, and you will be able to connect with Devi better if you know the meanings. So, it doesn't mean that you have to come to me and learn. You go to a master who can explain to you the Lalita Sahasranama in a proper way, because see, this is a sadhana. It's not just like film music where you listen, enjoy and go. Right? So the musical part is not at all needed here. What is needed is your devotion, dedication, and the proper execution of the namas, the names of the Divine Mother. Now I should tell you what happens, what is the significance of reciting the Namarchana. The Namarchana is the integral part of our Sanatana Dharma. Therefore, when you recite the Nama, you become that Nama. See, this is the secret. It's known as the Lalita Rahasya Sahasranamam. whatever, whichever Sahasranama it is. And this is ultimate because it's complete mantra sadhana. It's complete mantra sadhana. So you understand now, like every syllable carries a mantra in it. See, all the aksharas of Sanskritam are mantras. Im, means, im, So those who are in the path, you'll know. And these aksharas are stringed across your Kundalini chakras. That's the next secret. The ultimate wisdom is activating the Kundalini chakra. So each Kundalini chakra is associated. See, for example, the vowels are at your Vishuddhi chakra. The 16 petal lotus of your Vishuddhi chakra is connected with the vowels. Likewise, every chakra and Sahasradala Padmam is, that is all the aksharas. That's why we say Sarva Varnopashopita. Sahasradala Padmasta Sarva Varnopashopita. So, the proper pronunciation of the aksharas is a must to get the complete benefit. Now I'm coming back to the question. The aksharas are very powerful. You create with your words. Okay, so they are creative powers. That's why I took it from the center of the Sri Chakram and told you who are Vagdevis. So the creative power of the aksharas, the manifesting powers of the aksharas are important. In case you are reciting wrong, will the Devi punish you? So that was the question. Devi will not punish you. Okay. I'll tell you in my next video what are the two ways of worshipping Devi, how you can connect with her. So there's no going to be a punishment unless and otherwise there is an absurd mispronunciation. Okay, see, in Sanskritam, a single A can change the meaning. Say, for example, I tell Sura is Deva. Asura is demon. Just a single akshara. So that changes the meaning, that changes the creative power, that changes the vibration, and therefore what is to be created will not be created. So this is the science there, this is the fact there. Okay, Devi of course sees your devotion, and that's why we also have what is called as the Kshama Pratana, where you ask for the forgiveness. In case I have mentioned something wrong, please forgive me. So Akshara Shuddham is not there, or the Pada Shuddham is not there. Please forgive me. And this, the intention alone, you Devi, you please stay. I am begging your forgiveness, Kshama. And you conclude with a Kshama Pratna. So I tell my dear Bhaktas, don't be afraid of chanting Lalita Sahasranama. You have to step into the water to learn swimming. You have to sit at the driver's seat to drive a vehicle. Likewise, you have to take up Lalita Sahasranama with a devotion, completely surrendering to her. Show me the way, she will show you the way, because she is the way. Srimatre Namaha.